when it comes to prioritization,
Okay.
so how can an SEO sit down and think, right, I'm going to prioritize all the things that will actually make a positive difference and move the needle for the
Hmm.
business itself? I mean, where do they start?
I would do a few things there. So I think first of all, I would always try to make sure that we have some kind of like opportunity assessment, if we like, as to like how big do we think this particular opportunity is. And then the second part to that is that you can measure this in numerous different ways, but how seamless do we think that opportunity is going to be to execute against? So that could be there's this large technical change that we want to make, but how many like development hours is that going to take? How many hours of my time is that going to take? Is it a thing that yes, the opportunity is large, but the time to implementation is a month and a half versus something that might have a slightly smaller total opportunity size, but you might be able to get through it in a day or 2 days of time, for example. So we try to create a bit of a matrix that will weigh up how easy something is going to be to implement and that total opportunity size. And quite quickly, if you do that, you'll find that you'll have, it could be a spreadsheet, could be like an Asana board, could be however you decide to plan. Quite quickly, your priorities will become quite obvious based on, well, actually, I can get through these three things really quickly. And that's going to total a larger opportunity size than the bigger change that at first glance seems like the most obvious opportunity. So, yeah, I would always ask yourself, how easy is this going to be to implement? And if we can figure that out, that normally leads to a great way to prioritize. And the reason that we like doing that as well is because you start to build some momentum. And one of the big killers that we see when it comes to at least those initial 3 to 6 months with clients is you can quite easily find yourself in a cycle of planning. Whereas if you can identify those opportunities quickly, you can execute on some of them quickly and you build momentum. And like I'm sure you've seen this over and over again. The thing that keeps a client around longer than anything is that snowball effect of momentum. So if we can build that momentum quickly, you're going to be in a great place with your clients.